ahead on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this one to Morris. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Usually in this spot, you hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Reggie Gilliam,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how...
Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Davis will have a Bills 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
This is Hines. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The Bills had a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Dalton Kincaid,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Now it's Hines. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Taken in by Diggs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it with the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills are able to add on to that lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we?
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the
play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now he fires deep for Shakir.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Morris. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Shakir holds it in.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They'll get 34 yards there.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way. three. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Hines will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call.
Okay, break. Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
4 seasons in the league, and even with the addition of the number.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll drop to throw. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. There he goes right side.
Still on his feet. Inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel real.
Okay, ready?
They start the drive with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
He'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Escapes the sack. Now he'll escape to his left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll start out here with the option left.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shakes off the sack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morris. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate. That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
They run for it with Harris. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. And
Get it!
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeout.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is up.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Dalton Kincaid. It was a solid week for him last time out. 114 rushing yards. It's the Bills and the Giants on Sunday night.
They'll start by running the option to the right. That time a pickup of 24 yards on the keeper. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage. It's a league in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw now on first down. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a...
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. But now it's 3rd down. You talk about this giant defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Nice call on defense, rolling up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5. He's going to try and do this himself.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Houston, third and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Bills at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that one.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And they run the option here on first and 10.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball,
they'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
On second down, here's the option. And shutting him out, middle open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They juked him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he'll try to run with this. And a nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field. Give them nowhere to throw the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. He's going to keep this again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen throughout this game? It's been nothing short of elite.
Touchdown!
Khalil Shakir,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Fighting through pressure. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Nothing like to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook,
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
and the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the white.
Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. And now they're in. It'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept.
They'll start the drive with Harris. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And they'll try to run the option here.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The drive will start with an option going left. Powering his way forward. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there. And the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
He'll keep it himself.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And just shutting him off there. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Play there. 60 yards.
And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been...
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 71 yards.
And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Kayvon Thibodeau
able to record his 5th sack of the season. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about...
Ready?
They'll start with the option.
And running with power here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Hines.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to keep this again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes
This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstaged, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, its people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it. It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it, I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore, my city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me, these lames is upset. My peers get upstage, the fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming, it's people are oppressed, and I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it, 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 they don't love it. It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff.